Hello everybody and welcome to my mental breakdown. My name is Miranda, and if you're watching this video, you might have seen the title and you're like, ooh, I want to cut my bangs. Let's see what she's got going on. For the record, this video is going to be mostly just me doing my makeup. I wanted to film it and like try my hand at editing it, so if you're here for that, you're not going to see me cutting my bangs or anything like that, but I am going to talk about my bangs for a second because as you can see, I have these lovely curly boys right here. So when I cut my bangs, so first of all, this is the second haircut that I've given myself during quarantine. It's called a double unicorn cut a few weeks back. It's good for curly girls, which as you can see, I have some curly hair on my head. I have cut my hair before in the past. I've never really messed with my bangs because I didn't want to be like that girl, you know, where everyone's like, oh, she's going through it. But I am kind of going through it and I'm bored. So this is what happened. I've been wanting curly bangs since my freshman year of college. Today is my last day of classes, so I'm officially done with college, and since our graduation is canceled, I'm done. So yeah, I am going through it. But yeah, so I've wanted curly bangs since freshman year. I just never had the audacity to do it. First of all, I didn't know that my hair could be this curly until like 6 months ago when I started doing some curly girl method kind of thing. I don't follow the whole method. That's a different video. Anyways, so I was always like, oh, that's not gonna look good. I got like my hair cut professionally by a curl specialist back in November. I was gonna ask her to do curly bangs, but I was like, what if we just gave me some layers so that I can like kind of work up to that. Since everything is closed and I have not had my hair cut in 6 months and my hair dye has been very delayed, this is all that I had left. So I had to do it to them. So I keep like cutting pieces off. Don't tell my roommate, she'll kill me. I keep like cutting pieces off because I keep noticing ones that are longer than others. Like this one, because it kept falling over here, I guess, and then so it was like longer, but then now it's in the middle, so I cut that. And it's just gonna be a long process of like, I don't know. This is the best that it's looked since I did it yesterday. I like them. The problem is that my hair is very thin, very fine, and I don't have a lot of it. It's very low density. So obviously like I don't have a lot of volume up here and you can see my scalp, which is not cute, but I've kind of dealt with that my entire life. I will make another hair video and talk about why my hair looks like this, but anyways, so yeah, this is what I look like with my bangs. But besides the point, if you're interested in seeing how I got this lovely makeup look, please stick around. It was really fun to do. I just basically talk for 30 minutes and talk about the products I use. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Maybe it'll be some like quarantine entertainment for you. But yeah, enjoy and I'll see you at the end.
Okay, so for some reason I didn't feel the need to talk during the video at this part, but all I'm doing here is going in with micellar water on a cotton pad and just rubbing that all over my face to get nice and clean. And then I'm going in with my Trader Joe's antioxidant oil-free Nourish moisturizer to prep for my makeup. Then I'm just using a fluffy brush to put on some Makeup Revolution translucent pressed powder all over my face, and then using my Wet n Wild setting spray.
Okay, so now that I have my moisturizer, powder, setting spray base, I'm going to go in with my primer. So I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. I have this big boy right here. And then we're going to go in with our base foundation color. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. I'm using this in natural. Yeah, 210 natural. Neutral undertones, even though I'm a cool toned girl. Okay, so that's what that looks like with my foundation on. My lighting in here is not like the best, but this is what they look like. So I'm gonna put this away and then I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I'm using their Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Concealer in Fair 10N. I'm just gonna take the same beauty blender. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Okay, so next is powder. I'm gonna bake today because I haven't baked in a while. Okay, so I'm just taking this Makeup Revolution luxury baking powder in Ghost, which is just translucent, and I'm gonna put it into the cap. And then I'm just gonna take this Tarte Beauty Blender. Was this Tarte? I think it's Tarte. No. EcoTools. This EcoTools Beauty Blender. And I'm gonna scoop up my powder from the cap. So it looks like that. Whoa. Whoa. I'm just gonna put it under my eyes. On here. So I'm gonna let that bake for a few minutes while I do my eyebrows. I'm gonna go in to my eyebrows. Oh my god, I'm sorry. With this Milani like brow pomade. I almost said pomade. In Brunette. It's 04. It's like dark. My speaker likes to turn off by itself if I'm not using it. I'm sorry. It's like when she's not getting enough attention, she like makes noise. Anyways, so that's what that looks like. My eyebrows have literally never been even in my entire life. Like even way before I started filling them in, like not even sisters, probably like second cousins. It looks a little bit better now than it used to. Setting the brows is very important, so I use the NYX Control Freak brow gel in clear. So next, I know that like normally people would keep their bake on for longer, their powder, whatever. But I think I'm just gonna brush it off because this stuff gets like really, really light if you don't like get rid of it. So we're using, I looked so scary just now. We're using this Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in 02, it's Sunkiss. This one is actually a very like cool toned bronzer, which I thought was very nice. It also smells delicious. It smells like kind of like sunscreen, but a little bit sweeter. I don't know, it's really good. It looks like that. And then I also bought, at the same time that I bought that Milani blush, this, or the Milani bronzer, oh my god. I bought this NYX blush. It's called Sweet Cheeks Matte Creamy Powder Blush. This is Red Riot. It looks like this. I love a red cheek. So I'm just gonna use my powder brush because I have no standards. And I'm just gonna go in there, tap off the excess product. Well, okay, this is cute. My little blushy nose, you see that? Okay. And then I'm gonna go in with my Milani blush. Bronzer, it's a bronzer. I'm going with my Milani bronzer. And I'm using this, I think it's EcoTools. Yeah, EcoTools, like thick fan brush. So this is what I look like right now. Maybe hit down here. I need to learn how to like blend out with my brushes, but whatever. Okay, so this is almost my like final product for like as far as face makeup goes. I'm gonna highlight, but I always highlight last. So now we're gonna go into eye makeup, which is very exciting. So okay, so my sweet mom bought me these like single pressed shadows. So I don't even know what brand this is, to be honest, but this one is kind of like a foresty, like teal color with a little bit of blue in it, and it's called La Pomme. And then we have this one, which is more of just like a straight up blue. I'm trying to get that like in the light. This one's called Lagoon, so that's fitting. That's what I thought of when I saw this, was like the beach. And then this is these two. No, it's just this one. Oh my gosh, I don't know where she got these. This one is kind of like a shimmery green type of situation, like a sea foam, and it's called Green Tingle. I think this one is the same brand as these two, but with a different packaging, if I had to guess. And then I have this single eyeshadow by, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's like a Jadica, I don't know, I'm sorry. But it's this like shimmery bluish green color again, and it just says 227. So I think I want to try to create something with these as well as use the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette that I have, and that palette looks like this. I don't think this is like the OG one that she released, but it looks like this is what I'm working with. But I'm gonna start out by doing a fun crease like transition shade, I guess it's called. So I'm using Poof from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. So we're gonna go in with that in the crease. Yay, this is pretty. Okay, this, I'm probably gonna drop this. Oh my god, okay. That is what it looks like. Again, like the color is a little bit lighter off camera, but is this doing anything? Who knows? Anyways, I'm gonna swatch it real fast because we do want to, oh, that's really like, came off really bright from just like 2 swipes. Okay, of course it's gonna be a lot lighter on the hand. It's just not as pigmented. It happens. Most of my makeup is less than pigmented, so we're just gonna have to work it on in there. Okay, so next, I guess, now I'm afraid that this is going to turn out lighter than I want, so maybe I'm not going to go in with that because I don't want to risk having like bright blue eyes, but okay, this is cute. I'm going to go in with Miss Busted right here, just for reference. Actually, oh my god, okay, brain blast. I don't know if this is going to work, and it might make me look stupid, but I'm going to go in with Potion, this little olive color that we talked about, and I'm just going to mix it with the green that I already have on there. Hopefully, I think it's just going to mute it down a little bit, and it, you know what, if it makes me warm tone, then it makes me warm tone. Okay, that's definitely more of like what I was looking for, just like a more muted color. It's pretty. So again, I'm still going to go in with Miss Busted right there, just on my eyelid. I don't know if it's kind of dark, so wish me luck. I'm probably actually gonna lighten it up with one of the single brush shadows, so let's see how this goes. Okay, I love it. Okay, so then I love when I always have visions for like makeup looks, and then I'll do them and I'll be like, ew, what were you thinking? But then when something actually works out in my favor, I'm like, holy shit, like this is amazing. So I'm gonna open this real fast off camera because it's gonna take forever, but I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and I've opened up Lagoon, and I'm a little bit nervous because it is this bright California ass neonish blue. It looks a little bit more green like in person, but it's pretty blue. It does have a little bit of sparkle in it now that I look at it, but like not much. I wonder if that was intentional. Anyways, it's like literally like 3 pieces of glitter in there. Can you see that? I don't know. Anyways, so I have cleaned off my brush. I'm tapping off excess, and I'm going in with Lagoon on my lid just to kind of lighten up this navy that I have going on. Should I do a halo eye? Fuck it, halo eye. So funny story. So this is my Anastasia Aurora palette. It's a highlight palette. I got it when I worked at Ulta. I broke it. And this is what it looks like now, but it's still usable. I know that's like a horrifying sight for some people. It was horrifying for me. But the white is still very much intact, and though it is a little bit mixed with the rest of the colors, I think it's still usable, and I'm not mad at it. So I'm gonna like I'm just gonna go in with my middle finger and get a little bit of that white highlight on there. My middle finger already has green on it, so ignore that. But if you can, do you see like the white? It's very pigmented, it's very pretty. Every time I've worn the white highlighter, I get like such good compliments. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit in the corner. Not in the corner, I'm sorry, in the middle. Should I do my green? Yeah, okay. I'm so glad that my YouTube channel is along for this ride with me. All 60 of you, which also, I'm sorry that like if you're watching this and you're somehow like subscribed to me for the music that I used to put out, I'm sorry, because this is tragic. Okay, so I'm going in with Inside Job right here, much like 9/11. And I'm going to put it just a little bit in the outer corner because I'm really worried about like ruining that pretty halo eye that I have. Okay, so that's what that looks like. One thing that I'm always like, that I've always been bad at is like under here. I never know what or how to wear eyeshadow there. I think that like it is kind of necessary that you darken a little bit at least. I know a lot of people have gone back to doing waterline eyeliner, which I just cannot bring myself to do, because just years of trauma from like having a permanent black line across my mascara, like my bottom lashes. It was horrendous. We'll just use this. So this is a brush that I got. It's by Earth Therapeutics. I got it so long ago, but it's clean. I got this, I think from Kohl's, maybe, which is a really weird place to get makeup. But so that's what it looks like. It's just like a kind of like a flat brush, but it's a little bit thick. And I'm actually just going to use it to put a little bit of inside job on the bottom, but I am going to blend it out, obviously. That sure is something. Okay, that is fine. I think all it did was make my eyes like a little bit bigger, which is good, but I'm just gonna like pat, maybe like rub it in a little bit. I don't know if that's like frowned upon. I probably just got rid of all of the product that yeah, pretty much. Oh well. Okay, so that actually, I do like that though, because it kind of widened my eyes. I don't know why it would have done that, but so if you can see, this lighting is still atrocious. I'm sorry. I'll show it in good lighting soon, I promise. Okay, and then next I'm gonna do mascara. So I have been using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. Okay, so then while the first coat dries, and I actually have been like a first coat bitch for a little bit, like I won't do a second coat, but I think for the purposes of this assignment, I'm going to do 2 coats. I also could wear falsies, but I'm lazy. And I also like, when I do a really pretty like dramatic eye look, which I don't know if this is that dramatic for like most people, but it's dramatic for me. And when I do something like this, I always worry about like messing it up, especially like with either falsies or with eyeliner. I can't do eyeliner to save my life. I almost had a bad mishap on New Year's. So, you know, we're just gonna stick with what we know, which is the Aurora palette, my beautiful, beautiful Aurora palette. I'm going in with the white highlighter on the rest of my face because it is so pretty. So it looks like that. And oh, I actually need to put on the inner corner some highlight because that will bring some life into this look. That's what that looks like. The white really widens the eye along with like this thing going on over here, so I'm not mad at it. I know this is like brow bone highlight, I think definitely is outdated, like especially with glitter. I think people tend to do like with concealer now, but I'm feeling extra today for the first time in a long time, so I want to embrace it. So that's what that looks like. I'm gonna go in with one more coat of mascara. And then we're gonna see what the final product looks like. Okay, I had a brain blast while I was off camera. What if I did the e-girl hearts on my face? I already pulled up my eyeliner because I want to do it, but I'm afraid of looking, like I'm afraid of it messing up the look. Where am I going? Like, why am I so concerned about this? You know what? We're gonna do it. Okay, no. All right, okay. So that didn't work out, but that's okay. I have some cotton balls and some micellar water. I'm sad though because it's gonna like, oh god. For the record, I was using Lorac, just like plain eyeliner. I don't know if it has a specific name. I got it for free with a palette that I bought. Oh, that's coming like off pretty nicely without taking all of my makeup off. Ooh, okay. Maybe it'll do minimal damage. This patch around here anyways does not, like, makeup doesn't cling to it the way that it clings to the rest of my face, so it's always like lightly red. But yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna maybe like fix this and then I'll show everyone the final product, so stay tuned if you're interested. All right, y'all, so here is the final result with my bangs kind of done. I think they're still like a little bit damp, but This is what it looks like, if I can get the light here. Oh, look at that. Ah! I'm so excited that I like have found some sort of like motivation to do my makeup again. I put on this shirt, which I haven't worn since like Music Midtown last year. So it's got this hot little back thing going on. Just saying. Yeah, but I also, just for the record, I added some ColourPop So Juicy lip gloss off camera. It's a plumping gloss and it like has that like tingly, like cool feeling. I think it's like really nice. This is in Roundabout. So if you can get your hands on one of these bad boys, I keep it in my purse and just like carry it around with me all day. It is a little bit light almost for me, but I think it's really pretty. But this is what it looks like. If you watched this video, thank you so much. If you did not, then you're obviously not seeing this. I very much appreciate it, and I hope everyone is hanging in there in this very weird and uncertain time. So it was nice to meet you guys, and maybe I'll be back with another video sometime soon. Bye.